Today. Anthony here, tag Lean Business Solutions. What I want to talk to you today is a little bit about the Dynapp, but fundamentally if you've received this video, you'll be within the closer group of contacts, and I'm sort of just going through a little bit of a spiel which hopefully crosses over from a techie level to a sales and marketing position where we can consider the journey a little bit further. But I digress. Now, if time does equal money, then it's time to start with the savings. And under the word lean, we start to talk about value and how it's defined in lean. Now, lean to me has been introduced through the manufacturing world. And really, it's about removing the repetitive tasks, or removing repetitive tasks can be repetitive communication if we articulate the same message over and over and over again. It's how do we remove that and set a standard in place. Now, probably the biggest success stories implementing lean would be Toyota, just through the sheer volume and productivity and the scale that the company's been able to grow. Lots and lots of very strong examples out there of very successful companies implementing lean, but it's getting the definition of lean in place. Now, from my personal journey, it's been a 3-year journey online, and probably about 18 months ago I received an email from what I'll call my resource centre in Australia. Would go to something like Seek if we were looking for advertising, whereas I'll go online and actually come through this site. Now, it was around about 18 months ago I was sent an email saying, congratulations, you're one of the top 10% of users in Australia. A little bit of an ego moment maybe, but just sort of saying how much we've spent time and effort, and also that it's helped us to be able to articulate our messages a lot clearer to our techie staff, understanding now that we've got to start to articulate this to our sales and front end people as well. So what we've done is we've really considered the word value and understanding the word free versus value. There is a transition of, you can reinvent, keep making a brand new wheel, but when the wheel's already turning and it's already out there, why do you spend the time, money, effort to redo it again? So understanding now that WordPress is predominantly one of the biggest website components out there, the internet is certainly the journey that we're on, and you can just see by this sort of statistic that is out there, 10 million 25 roughly percent of the top 10 million websites as of August 2013. More than 60 million websites. Now that's a pretty big number, and realistically, let's be part of the clan rather than trying to reinvent the wheel. So that comes to us for free. Now, Odoo or OpenERP is really a business management portal, what we're calling a business management system, or it's a hub. It's a scalable modular business system, and as we start to look at the different elements within a business, Odoo or OpenERP really it's giving us the baseline. So again, with over 2 million users enjoying the Odoo business model, there's 1,500 developers, which is continually growing. Now they're in a what I'll call the Odoo community. Okay, something like 4,000 different apps, which means that we can basically start to plug and play which particular piece of which particular business and which particular business model into operation. Now, when we talk about different business partners, with 620 partners, there's registered partners, okay, and then you've got breakaway partners, a little bit like myself, as represented in 120 countries and covered by our official partners. That's a little bit what I'm saying with those 620 partners. 240 employees. So what I'm trying to again reiterate here is that while Tag or Anthony is simply representing, there's one heck of a backbone behind, and we don't, as a business owner, I didn't want to be, I wanted to build a business bigger than myself, and I wanted that business to be capable of expanding and not necessarily relying on me. So I've got a community of developers in Melbourne, I've got a community of developers online, and now it's about actually expanding that capacity and offering more small business owners the leverage word. So it's leveraging off standards and implementing simply. That's the value exchanging under the definition of lean. So look, moving forward a little bit more, we've sort of gone about, and I'll just flick back through here. We've gone about creating our own WordPress app, plugin rather. Now, 30,000 odd apps or something like that we spoke of earlier. It's horrendous. So what we've got here is now the ability, I'll just fast track forward. What we're doing is we're integrating WordPress to Odoo or OpenARP. So we've basically been able to start off with free, massify the content being the 20% variables that are needed more specifically to the customer, and now we're as part of the tag journey we're giving that little bit more flexibility and simplification through making the standard plugin. So now it will be a premium plugin, which is a sellable item, and people will be able to come in and customize, but it will be 100% aligned to the standard fields within this Odoo environment. So there's quite a number here. Now I'm getting too much blah blah blah. Really, that's the message here is that we're right on the doorstep of completion. We're at the 3rd of December, and this is sort of the final crusade, expected to be finished for final developing and input today, and ready for rollout on Wednesday the 10th of December. So again, a little bit of a yap session. I hope it gives you a bit more insight though of what's going on in the current state of play, and hopefully by the end of today we'll actually be starting to have a little bit more substance, and hopefully my developers, which I might add we've been working in 4 different time zones over the last 3 weeks, being India, Pakistan and even the Philippines, to try and bring this together in time. And Anthony's stretching the boundaries by saying, you know, if we do this as a standard, we can roll it out that much easier into anybody's WordPress site. So it's going to give us the opportunity to implement effectively immediately. While I do say yap, I want to expand very quickly into the speed of implementation. Under the Breakthrough for Life, we've got a program. We've got a lot of training material around all these. Now this can expand out horrendously along here, and we've broken the training methodologies into systems and processes, automated email type campaigns, which have got training manuals, videos and etc. associated to each element of the business. We can effectively implement this system for a customer overnight, literally overnight. Now we'd like to be able to talk about 48 to 72 hours, understanding timelines, when do we start, when do we finish. We'd be able to start to implement our plugin pretty much straight onto their WordPress site. That will effectively, over again, there is one button that we need to get activated through web developers, and that button is effectively the communication gateway between the two systems. So in around about 48 to 72 hours we can have you up and running automatically. So how do we value that? You know, the mathematics are here. I can see as our plugin, as a premium plugin, we'll be moving towards selling that as a digital product. The numbers are, if we sold it at $47 and we were able to sell 1,000 users of that, consider that as 10%, a small percentage of 2 million users. You know, that's $47,000 into our pretty much bottom line for the setup at year 1. If that was 1,000 units sold across the year, even if that was half, even if that was quarter, the maths is still good return on investment. Considering I've personally probably put in about 50 hours, I would say 60 hours of project management time at the moment, and my team have probably spent, I would almost suggest, double that again. Yeah, I'd almost say double that again to bring this together. So a horrendous amount of time and effort's gone in, and again, I see the mathematics as worthwhile as an investor and an investment. Okay, thanks for the app, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.